Hi there, everyone. This is NJ Evans, and you're listening to the at home. I decided that I was going to not make as much noise until my cat decided to knock over her bowl on the floor. But of course, that's her welcoming. Anyway, the purpose of this is to share something with you. I had a couple of people that said to me that I needed to start speaking a little bit about the journeys that I've had as a hermit or a person who goes into seclusion or becoming a recluse. Any of the above will work fine. Um, but today is a little bit different day. Today is the anniversary of somebody very dear to me who's has transitioned now. I think it's approximately 3 years. Very, very close to me. And then on top of that, I have some emergencies in my family background. I'm finding it all to be rather interesting, just to say the least. But the reason why I decided to come forward at this particular point in time and speak to you, because I will not be able to get back to this at least for another 24, 48 hours. And I wanted to do this particular podcast before I go. You never know. You never know when you wake up exactly what you're going to be facing on that particular day. You have to believe that whatever presents itself to you, that you create that and you're going to be able to rise above it in some type of fashion. And I know that's easier said than done because a lot of times we don't want to say that we have responsibility for the things that we encounter and we have to deal with. We want to put it on the other person or the other scenario or outside of ourselves. However, that is not really the bottom line. The bottom line is that we are totally responsible for our reality. We are totally responsible for what we create in that reality. And that means that no matter how it comes at you, you have to be able to handle it some type of way. And that's where I am today. Handle this. And I've been handling things for 4 different incarnations. 4 different. Each one accelerates a little bit more than the other one. Learn a heck of a lot. Come out of each one of those incarnations with some serious credentials. And I guess maybe that's the reason why some of my peers wanted me to speak with you and to let you know that we're facing some interesting times, but we do have options. We can either look at the negativity of it all and say blah, 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 okay, which means, oh my gosh, let me go into a state of panic. Or we can not really, we're looking, but we're not taking it in, we're just observing, you could say. And you keep focusing on the reality that you want to create, and you stay there. And then there's another one. And the other one is, what if? The what if question. So, what if you're looking at this particular reality and you're thinking that you're staying in your lane, which is the one of, oh, this is not going to impact me like that because I'm surrounded by divine light and the universe is going to protect me, and on and on and on. And all of that is real. Now, trust, I do believe that. But then sometimes you also meet the challenges. And sometimes those challenges could be more than one or two or three at one time. But you still, once again, have to rise up and figure out how to hold it down. I will probably revisit this at another point in time because right now I have something that's definitely very pressing and I have to go and do. But I wanted you to know we are creating our reality. We are. Now, which reality are you going to create? And sometimes people want to include you in the reality that they created. And you have to make a decision as to whether or not that's feasible, possible, if you're willing to do that. And what are the ramifications, repercussions? What's the end result? Can you see the forest for the trees? Can you see daylight? Why is this facing you at this time? Adults, please see if you can create a path of reasoning and logic and no narcissism between you and your children or those adults that you are dealing with. And the young adults who are parents of younger adults, see if you can get your younger adults to hear you enough so that you don't have that person walking down the same road that you walk down, and you know what the impact of that particular journey is. You have to be able to reach that person. As far as other things are concerned, there's some insights that I would like to share with you, but however, right now I can't go into them, and it would be fair for me to drop them on your head and then say, okay, I'll be back, even though I have that personality too. Take it one day at a time. Feel the power that you possess, though you create your reality. So no matter what's going on outside of you, you are responsible for what's going on within you and what you deal with. You understand? You're still the one that's responsible. We, each and every one of us, are responsible for what it is that we're dealing with. So at this particular time, my car's coming, so I got to get ready to go. So at this particular time, I say to you, create the reality that you truly do desire. And that goes out there for all of my narcissists. Create the reality that you truly do desire, and not one that you don't. And your lesson does not have to become somebody else's lesson because you don't feel like carrying the load anymore. Enjoy your weekend. Much love and light to each and every one of you. And I'll talk to you again soon. This is NJ Evans, and this is the Evening Drive Home.